Hi, I'm Chris Carney. I'm the multiplayer design lead on Reach, and you're watching Inside Xbox.
The Halo Reach multiplayer beta begins in just a few short days on Monday, May 3rd. All you need to enjoy the beta is a copy of Halo 3 ODST, an Xbox Live Gold membership, and a little bit of time to play. Now, Chris offered up all sorts of details, but we begin with the 4 new maps included in the beta.
So Sword Base and Powerhouse are both roughly 4-on-4 asymmetrical Slayer maps. They're kind of, we're hoping, an ideal Team Slayer experience, but you can play Stockpile on them, you can play Headhunter. Boneyard is the massive invasion map for 6-on-6. It takes place in this ancient sort of valley where the UNSC has deposited some old ships, and there's a massive frigate that's under deconstruction. And then Overlook is part of the first mission of Reach, and it's this gentle valley where you play generator defense, which is 3-on-3.
Generator lost.
Of course, classic game modes like Team Slayer and Capture the Flag will be included, but so will new modes like Headhunter, where you gather and deposit the flaming skulls of your fallen enemies, and Stockpile, where you retrieve multiple flags for collection on a timer. But the new 6-on-6 game mode called Invasion may be the most interesting.
I think Invasion is a new game mode that people will be pretty excited about. It's like big team battle, but it's 6-on-6 Spartan versus Elites, and it features kind of a 3-tiered combat cycle is probably the best way to describe it. Each tier unlocks new loadouts, new parts of the map. I mean, for Slayer, you can flow all over the map, but the different territories come up, and each time you capture a territory, you get new, sweeter stuff depending on the tier.
Now notice Chris said one team of just Spartans versus one team of only Elites.
The important thing to know about that is the Spartans are totally different from the Elites. The Elites are big, they got more shields, more health, they run faster, but they're also much bigger targets. So the Spartans are sort of the small, maneuverable guys. The Elites are like me, you know, the big hulking guys, and they play differently.
Fans will also get to play with the brand new armor abilities, including Sprint, Jetpack, Armor Lock, Evade, and Invisibility.
Armor abilities, I mean, are a very important part of Reach, and we want to make it feel like a logical extension of the sandbox. So how do you balance armor abilities against our weapons and vehicles so it all feels like one coherent vision? I think it's important, too, that each armor ability is balanced against each other, so there's not one to rule them all. Like, you don't want everyone using Jetpack. My favorite armor ability is Armor Lock. I don't know what that says about me psychologically, but when I'm getting hit, I like going into this invincible mode and then waiting for people to mill around and pop out at the perfect second to, you know, finish my wonderfully executed plan in my brain.
There are a few smaller gameplay details that Halo fans will notice right away as well.
Yeah, I think the biggest changes for like your basic experience between Halo 3 and Reach is, one, you don't jump as high. Reach is a little more real world, so jump height is definitely not crazy Master Chief jump height. Health packs are back. And probably the last thing is that your movement speed is going to be a little different than Halo 3, and your field of view is a little different, so we're trying to, again, make it feel a little more fictionally relevant, I think is the best term to use. We have a whole new medal system in the game, and we're trying to reward not only players for playing well, but for cool moments and cool events. One of the ones that people initially notice is First Strike. Whoever got the first kill in the game gets the First Strike medal. And then other ones are Close Call, so your shields and health get really low, but you still pull off the kill. We'll give you a Close Call, and then there's Opportunist and some other cool ones in there.
The Reach beta will also introduce the new competitive arena system.
So the arena is a series of hoppers that are built for competitive play. We're going to rate you after every game. So you play a game, even a team game, we're going to assign you a rating for a combination of things you did. Kills, how many times you died, how many assists you had, whether your team won or lost. There's a potpourri of stats we pump into the rating. You play enough games during the day, we give you a daily rating. You play enough days during the season, and in the beta we're going to have the preseason, we're going to give you a season ranking. And then at the end of a season, which right now we're planning a season being a month, everything gets wiped and you start all over again. But then on your player stats, you'll actually see that season like a line on a baseball card. Like, hey, season 1, I was silver. Season 2, I was gold. So it's a way to compare yourself and really understand who's the best of the best.
You can get your hands on the beta and help Bungie make the Halo Reach multiplayer the best it can be on May 3rd. Thanks everyone for watching Inside Xbox.